everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome, welcome. Oh, we got Ann Simpson from New Zealand here already. Wonderful. Ata Marie, peaceful morning. Wow, beautiful. Hello, Juno, Viviani, Willow, and Kelly. Hi, Kelly. Who else is here? Lise Niedermeyer. Hi. Hypnicity. Oh, my goodness. Welcome, welcome. Okay, you're lurking and lounging. I love it, Willow. I love to lurk and lounge. Those two things together. I do that. Sometimes I'm grading my papers, but I'll have a show, listening to a show as I'm grading papers. But my husband always says, just give them all A's. I said, no, I can't, I can't do that. I can't do that, But
there's a lot of power you have there. Absolutely.
There is.
You could do a sliding. Can you do a sliding scale if you want to?
Well, I can do whatever I want because mostly it's a writing class. So what I do is I offer them suggestions. I allow them to redo if possible without me redoing 150 of them, because then and then they can average them. But the other thing I do is once I know their writing style, I grade them against themselves and not other people, because there are other people that might blow the doors right off them. And there are some people that aren't really that good, but I can see the effort.
Yes.
And so I've got it worked out now. It's been 23 years. I probably worked it out maybe 3 years ago.
Wow.
But yeah, it takes a while because it's a lot of work. So especially when you have seven 101 classes with papers, that would be 150 papers to grade each time. So,
wow.
Yeah. No, it's not. I wish it was creative writing hypnicity. It is actually English 101, which is college composition, and teaching them how they need to write so that the rest of their college career, they can pass their classes. So I love Lucy Gal. I love that. Hi, Sherry Dombeck. Hi, Sue. Sue, thank you so much. You are always such a great moderator and always have, a great message to live, to give other folks. And Viviani, too. Those of you who are my moderators, Jean and I both appreciate you very much.
Yeah. Absolutely. It raises the energy, and
it does. It does.
Helps the effort, for sure.
So I decided to wear this, even though I'm not going to church or a funeral, but it looks like Halloween to me. So that's why I'm wearing that today. Yeah, it's kind of orange and yellow and black. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I just thought it would be fun. Oh, Willow. That's great. Thank you. Yeah, that's the only way I learned how to do it, Juno, where I feel like I could be fair with others. Yeah. Good morning, Lady Silver, Earth Angel, and Valerie. Hi, Valerie. It's good to see you. Yeah.
Hi, Valerie. Right. I'm going to be contacting Valerie for a chart to get my chart done.
Oh, a chart. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hi, Jill Sinanan. Thank you. Thank you, dear. Yes. Wow. Let's see. I think I got everybody. It's pouring rain in Arizona, Juno. I bet you guys really could use it.
I know. I was going to say that's unusual. Wow.
As long as you don't have to go anywhere, right? Yeah.
And
hi, Terry Suzuki.
Terry Suzuki. I love the support. Thank you very much for being here. That's so sweet.
It is sweet. It is sweet. All right. So I'm seeing a couple of, hello, Jane the Seeker. I want everybody just for a minute to send Jane the Seeker lots of loving energy. She had posted on her community board yesterday that she's having some issues with her kidney. And so I want to, and she needs that energy boost without blowing the doors off of her, because we don't want that either. But I want to just take a second to say, Jane, I'm sending you lots of loving energy. We all are. And we hope that you're feeling better soon so you can come back on, because your people value you so much. And we do too.
Gentle healing energy and renewal. That's what I got. Renewal.
Okay. And we all need it. We all need it. There's Dave Maud. Hi, Dave. Good to see you. Wow. So I've got 2 questions already here. Anybody else want to put up their questions? Let you know.
So we
Uh,
can do mediumship questions today, Allie. And if you would like a message from your loved one, just include the name and the relationship, like my brother Joe or something like that. We can
uh-huh.
do spirit guide messages from your spirit guides or angels. And we can also do just basic psychic messages. You can just say, "Can I get a general reading?" And I will tap
Yeah.
into your energy and kind of just pick out or see what spirit guides me to help give you a new perspective or to just bring awareness to something for you.
Mhm.
So that's been something that's been working well. And some people really don't have any loved ones on the other side, and they're just curious. And for the first time, they might like to just say, "May I have a reading?" And it
Right.
gets them to come up with a question. Yeah. So we
I
invite
do want
everybody.
I
Mhm.
do want to address this. I had a comment on my Facebook page after someone watched the mediums with me on Thursday, stating that you can't speak to the other side and that Houdini tried it and it doesn't work. When people are dead, they're dead, so on. And all I replied was, and I believe this sincerely, that everyone has their path. Everyone can believe whatever it is. We're not here to convince anybody of anything. And if you don't believe that, in those types of things, then you might want to just pass this by and move on to something else. We're not trying to, do anything to hurt anybody's feelings or show up as. Remember that we are entertainment purposes only. We do have to say that, and a lot of people believe in things they cannot see. This is something that is not really possible for us to see. So I just want to clear that out. Thank you. So, Jean, I have these new cards called the Archangel Michael Sword of Light Oracle.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
I
It has the
know.
Metatron cube on it.
Metatron on it. Isn't it gorgeous? And these are by Radley Valentine, and they're fairly new. I think he's got another deck coming out too. So I would love to read these for anybody today if you're interested in a Michael reading, I guess is the best way to say it. Yeah,
Wow.
I know.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Hi,
Thank
Esther. Esther is here and she would like a
you.
general reading. I haven't seen
Okay.
Esther before. Do you know Esther? Esther Farrell?
I have not, and
Thank
I'm happy that you're here. Okay, I've got some more questions coming in.
I
Hold
think
on a
that's
general.
wonderful. I think there's a lot of people that do watch that maybe just don't know what to ask or how to ask, and they're
Uh-huh.
curious. And I think that's wonderful. Thank you, Esther. I think that's wonderful
Uh-huh.
that you would step up and just ask for a general reading. I
Uh-huh.
do. Everybody's at in a different place in their life and in their spiritual growth, and
That's right.
I think it's
That's right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I have lots and lots of questions now. So I just want to tell you that. And I'm going to say it. Okay, Juno, I'll put you on the end, Juno. Um, and this, Willow, I love this. They're just uninformed. I've done past life regressions who have been amazed. I agree with you, Willow. I so agree with you. Thank you for putting that up. Thank you.
Hi, Willow.
What
So
are you
nice to
laughing
meet.
about? What did I miss?
I was just that when I like to try and describe some of the questions or some of the ideas, and as soon as you get what you ask for, you're like, okay, okay, okay. We have all these questions start coming in.
They
But oh,
do. They
look,
do.
and the Facebook is coming up as well. I think I
They
did.
are.
I did fix my issue. I had some technical issues, but
Oh,
we should.
good. Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you've
But
you've got it now that you can use it. Good.
I
I'm
think
glad.
so. Yeah.
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 All right. So I guess we're all set for now. We've got 12. And folks, if you have been here many times and asked questions many times, I will get to you if we have time at the end. I'm going to try to answer some new questions if from new people, if possible. But it doesn't mean we won't answer your question. Just give us a little bit of time. Okay. Thank
Right.
you so much. Thank you. All right. So this is a new person, Kathleen Andrew. She wonders if she will become a channeler. She wonders who that might be. And so let's see if we can find out what comes through. Sounds like you'd already know that you will be, though you wouldn't ask the question. Anyway.
Exactly. That's
Mhm.
that's excellent, Allie. That sometimes the what we are seeking is seeking us. Is that
Hmm.
the? Mm-hmm, that's
Yes,
what.
that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, absolutely. If you feel drawn to something like that, then more than likely it is exactly where you want to go, where you need to be.
So, what I'm being guided to bring up is that there are many different degrees of channeling. So, if I were to be bringing through a message from spirit in general, this is like a psychic reading or a spiritual guidance reading, this would be uh, uh, described in some circles as channeling the spirit guide. Sometimes when we connect with loved ones, I would be channeling your loved one if I would be speaking for them or if I would be expressing something that I heard them say. So there's different degrees of channeling, and they say that it's important for you to get your they're saying the ground under your feet, get a foundation under your feet. So practice these types of channeling, and they're also bringing me to this maybe some ascended masters, like this Saint Germain. I
Ooh.
have chosen him, and he. I would like to bring through a guided message from him, and he's sitting here ready to go. And I'm just waiting for a day where I am meditating on my own, and he comes and comes with a message so I can jump on and record it. So this is my attempt to bring through a guided message. I'd like to work with him, and he's been calling to me a lot. So maybe something like this, something to get. I'm seeing that they're putting like earth under your feet. There's like a foundation or a layer that you need to build up and to stand on. So you maybe have a leg to stand on, but just start small, start regularly, and record yourself. And also, the channeling can come through automatic writing, and it may just be a few words. You may just hear a few words, but everybody, I think, has this ability.
Mhm.
It's important to be careful about allowing the ego to get involved as well, and to
True.
make sure that it's from a pure source and only what is for your highest good and for the highest good of anyone listening.
The other thing that, Jean, you mentioned masters, you mentioned, angels. You can also channel your higher self, which is that part of you that you're not even consciously aware of a lot of the time, because all of us have had the collective consciousness experience. I just finished a book on Jung, on dreams, that I'm going to hopefully talk about with Kate. Yeah, it's really good, and it talks a lot about that, and what we all of our experiences are all stuck in our unconscious, and so that higher self is there for you as well.
Oh,
Willow just wants to mention that she will channel an archangel group, and that's kind of what you picked up on, Jean, with your thoughts about those masters. So what I got here was, for what you need to do is to pray from the heart. This is from the Michael cards. Prayer can move mountains. Reach out to the divine with your heart's concerns and watch miracles unfold. So, yes, remembering that it isn't up here that we channel from, it is here in the heart. And so, work to get that center opened up for you so that you can know that it's coming from pure source and not just your thoughts. Yeah. Good luck. You'll have to let us know how it goes. We'd love to know. Thank you, Kathleen. All right, so let's see. I'm going to go with Esther next. Esther wonders if you can just have a general reading.
absolutely. Thank you, Esther. Welcome. And those emojis really mean something to me. For some reason, they do stand out, and the love and the hugs and the hearts really make a difference. I've
Mhm.
noticed that, and I know that sometimes we just ask you so that we can see the question, but they actually impact. They're starting to impact me. So thank you for the emojis. I appreciate that. And so this is probably this was spirit starting me on that you are empathic, Esther. that you feel a lot of what other people feel, and that you're very sensitive to other people's feelings, and harsh, loud voices are sort of startle you, and it's not easy for you to be around anything that's very brash. And you like to be around calm, quiet, and peaceful types of areas or situations, so that you're not so um, you're very sensitive, and things can affect you strongly. You do protect yourself. You are aware of this, and this is a strong point for you, Esther. This is an ability for you to empathize with others, and you're able to tune in and find somebody who is in need, or you can tune in and see if somebody maybe has a problem that they're not sharing with anybody, and you can just feel their energy, that there's something that they're worried about, and you can approach them and say, "Are you doing okay? Is everything all right? You seem to be really just aware of things, sensitive to things." And I feel as though with animals as well, the telepathic thing is coming up. And the telepathic and the empathic, I think, are tied together as well. So you have these sensitivities, which is a beautiful gift. It is important to use you know protection mantras and things that help to guard your sensitivity when you're out in the wild, is what I call it, like, especially on the highway or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's lovely, Esther. Let me just see if there's they're telling me you're in the biz, that you have the gift as well. So welcome. You're one of us for
You're
sure.
one of us. Yes. I get here, start by offering gratitude, and saying that, yes, you are a person who knows they have gifts, and that you're thankful for those gifts, and you're going to be working on those gifts as you go along. Look at the bird is singing to you. You are a princess, it says. You look at this, and there's another animal. There's another beautiful horse. So yes, I think working with animals does. Animals and birds. Yeah, beautiful. I have the word incantation. And in my sense, as I'm reading this, the word sounds like something that's kind of witchy, but it doesn't have to be. You can incanting something is calling it to you. And so you can call in anything that you would like to have, just ask for the white light of protection. And also don't want to be afraid of what comes in. Say that, you'll try. But I see achievement. If you do this, and you will achieve what you would like to do. You may even enjoy working with crystals. So,
Wow.
yeah. Isn't that wonderful? Thank you.
Nice, Esther.
Mm-hmm. I want to put this up because I love it, and Jane has mentioned it. She wonders if Saint Germain has been communicating with you because he carries the violet flame, and we all need a collective healing. Yeah. Is he one of your guides? Yeah.
Well, he keeps calling me back, and I'm just really guided to him
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I haven't found out exactly why though, and
Okay.
yeah, so
Wow.
I'll let you
Well,
know.
and I got a couple of books called the I Am Discourses, and they're about Saint Germain, and I've got to get to them, but they are about the violet flame and Saint Germain. So, yeah. Thanks, Jane. Thank you, dear. I also just want to show this because Lise went to a salt tavern to meditate. First time, and had to focus on past life wounds. I wanted to start sobbing. Tears came and my throat was aching, trying to stop. Wow, very powerful, Lise. That's amazing. Wow.
Wow.
That is just, I hope that you felt healed in some way. Sometimes it takes, more than one time, but the fact that you were sobbing means that it touched you.
It's something
Absolutely.
released.
Released. Yeah. Something
You
released.
released.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tears are a way to release it, and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, sorry, I lost it. There was
That's
something.
okay. If you think about it, let
Oh,
me know.
there is a salt thing in my area too. I'll have to look that up. Interesting.
Is that it in I know that I went to a couple of places in Virginia, but it was more along the park, the Shenandoah, I think, and the Parkway that way. Some beautiful places to go, and even underground caverns that are there that are always wonderful to go to.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to bring up Lady Silver here. A message from her mother, Frances.
Okay. So I'm seeing a woman with shorter gray hair and sort of curly, maybe puffy on the top if it's not curly. And she's showing me horses, and she seems to be comfortable outdoors. And she just seemed to have like chores. She's showing me chores and had a lot to do. She was able to keep the house. You know how there's always maintenance and things to be done around the house, that she wasn't afraid to get her hands dirty and up to her elbows in trying to fix something or to improve something. Um, what is the message for Lady Silver? Is she saying anything? Is she confirming any of that before I get the message? I don't know.
I haven't seen anything yet.
Okay.
Lady
Lady
Silver.
Silver, does that sound familiar to you? Because I'd like to just get that confirmation before I go in for the message.
Sure. You nailed it, Jean. That's what she said.
Saying, oh my gosh.
Okay.
Well, thank you, Frances, for coming through so clearly. And so now I feel confident in giving you the message, because I wouldn't want to give you a message from somebody you didn't know. Thank you for that. What is the message to your daughter? She's saying nothing, not everything has to be perfect. She's saying if the windows don't get washed, then the windows don't get washed. She said, don't worry about getting every little thing perfect. She said there's a lot of responsibility on this generation, in this incarnation at this time, and it's important to pace yourself. She's saying to get help if you need help, and even just to give yourself a break, even if it's somebody to work beside you, like give you a hand. She's saying don't be afraid to bring in a little bit of help, or ask somebody for assistance, or have somebody work with you as a team, that and to give people, even if, let's say, if you are asking somebody to wash your car, even if they don't get every little bug mark off, at least they were able to wash your car, and that kind of chore, or this task is complete, even though it's not to the degree that you would do it. You like to get things done perfectly, and she's saying this may be weighing on you. She's just saying not everything needs to be perfect, and to ask for help, and to give yourself a little break, take it easy on yourself. How sweet. She's very
I know.
sweet.
Very sweet.
Mm-hmm.
So I get here that she wants you to have patience, watch the yield sign. Don't jump right out in front of the car. Have a little bit of a bullseye focus. Focus on what it is. This is your spiritual life. This is for your spiritual life. And she says, here's the rainbow. There's always hope. Whatever it is that you're doing is very important. And the Michael card says for you to stay the course. Don't panic. You're not on the wrong path. You just have had a bumpy ride. Learn from your experiences and keep going. She's happy that you're doing that you're working with what it is that you're being called to do. And she encourages you to continue doing that. Yeah, that's wonderful. All right. So, Jean, while you were reading, after our conversations with Willow was reading you. And she, and she says, you'll soon discover you have a group on the other side known as the Adams Group. I believe it contains 12 higher masters and 4 archangels. And then she said, communication will be coming for you to either choose to accept it or not. Thanks, Willow.
Wow.
I don't think Jean usually gets readings while she's reading. So thank you. That's pretty cool. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Very much.
Yes. All right. Yes. Okay, here we go. I love Lucy Gal. Woohoo! Welcome to you. I love Lucy Gal.
Hi, I love Lucy Gal. How are you? Let me see if I can tune into your energy. I love Lucy Gal. So I'm hearing that you're a good friend, that you're a loyal friend, and that you're there for others, and you love your community. You seem to be a part of some, I'm not sure what type of a group this is. Maybe a church group or I don't know, a bird watching group. Or a quilting group, or some sort of a group that you meet with other people. And this type of community and these friends, even, they're showing me like a tailgating kind of group. Like if you all go out to the ball game together or something like that, and there's a group, there seems to be a group of friends that you absolutely cherish. And not every day is, I sell the daisies, and not every day is coming up daisies with this group of people, but it teaches you tolerance, and it teaches you appreciation for the differences in people, and giving people grace for when they may not behave appropriately, or they say something that's cringeworthy, and to allow the group to sustain and allow people to ebb and flow and to be their best selves, and maybe have a comment on their worst day or something. Like you have an ability to allow people to be who they are and still be loyal to them and not be quick to judge. That is a very, very special quality. It's very, very interesting. Lovely.
It is lovely. I love that. Well, I pulled some Halloween oracle cards for you, Lucy Gal. First one I get is you have a lot of emotional intelligence. I realize there's a vampire here, and I don't believe that you are a vampire. I think that it might say that you need to watch for others who try to pull anything, suck the life out of you, basically. Okay. But you have the emotional intelligence. I believe that you know that's being done, and you put a stop to it. The next one I get is risk and reward of a beautiful apple. I believe anything that you risk or you have risked has brought you rewards. It's very hard to jump off, the cliff, basically, with our thoughts when it's something new. But I believe that it brings you good things. The other thing is that the other side, eternal love. Love is love, and it transcends physical death. So it wants you to know that your ancestors and loved ones are with you all the time. They're working with you, and they love you very much. But the most important card I pulled was the Michael card, and it says that Michael is with you now. And even though you can't see it, he's actively participating in the situation, and he's here helping you. So whenever you having any kind of issues, call on Archangel Michael to come and support you. He also carries the sword. He can cut away some of those bad energies, like people bothering you. But I don't see it as a negative. I see all of this as very positive. The fact that he's with you also determines, or is a determinant in why you are the way you are, because he's got such beautiful energy and he shares it with you, and then you share it with others. So thank you. Thank you, dear. It is.
Yes, thanks for your question. I love Lucy Gal. Thanks for coming in and asking your question. Yes. We love having you, and we love that you watch too.
That's right. That's right. All right. I'm going to go next to Never Foggy Tea, and his daughter is Isa, ISA. Just so you know. All right.
So, Never Foggy Tea, if I could validate, your daughter is coming to me in her 20s. And I just wanted to validate if that resonated with you. And let me just see if I can get a little bit more information. It's almost like she something disrupted her life. Like she was well on her way, and then something nipped her in her 20s. So I'm not sure. It was unexpected, and she was on a trajectory, and everything was fine. It wasn't something that she knew or that anyone knew ahead of time. And I just want to validate that this is her. If you can just say something about that. And then I can get you just a little bit more, but let me just see.
Never
Isa, right?
Yeah. Isa, ISA. Uh-huh. And yes, condolences on the loss of your daughter. That's really terrible.
So she's actually showing me, well, yeah.
It says no, not her.
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Honestly, I think my left brain is getting in the way now, but so I just want to validate, would you confirm if she was young when she passed, if she was maybe 10 years old? I'm not sure why I'm not able to connect with her. She's not really coming forward, and there's maybe somebody else who lost a daughter that in her 20s, and she was showing me her reproductive system, and I'm not sure if that resonates with anybody else in the chat. But for Isa, what I did, my female people on the other side, the spirits on the other side, are sitting around a dining room table, and the grandmother's sit in a place, the mother's sit in a place, and then the kids are in the kitchen. So I went into the kitchen and I asked for her, and I saw a young girl around 10 that stood up with long dark hair. And I just wanted to validate and see if that meant anything to you. Before I continue with the reading. And it is really important when there's not anything. Not sure.
I can do my reading if you want, and you can see
Yeah,
if
how about if you do that?
answer.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I have here first a tear. When she passed, it was absolute heartbreak, of course, for you. And she saw your tears. She doesn't want to have you to continue to cry your tears. She said, remember me and all the things we did together, and remember and know that I am right here and you can talk to me just as you would if I was alive. The second one is magic. She says it's not magic, really, but she says you always have the choice to reconnect or to connect with me anytime you wish. You don't have to have a magical spell to do that. You can just call in the angels and myself. And anytime you think of me, I come. She says, and I'm safe. I want you to know I'm safe. A lot of people feel like, there might be something on the other side that is scary. I'm not scared. I feel very, very safe. And finally, she says, you need to balance out your life, your heart, and your head, and make a decision. Are you choosing to prioritize yourself or another? Accept any divine guidance pointing you toward your own joy, Mom, because you deserve it. That's what I get.
Yeah. And I think I'm just going to have to pass on this one, Never Foggy, only because it
Yeah,
is from time to time. Sometimes spirits don't resonate, and I just can't decipher which one is which. I see
sure.
that Tracy Ralph also was picking up on a woman in her 20s with reproductive issues as well. So
Okay.
sometimes there's a stronger spirit that kind of wants to come through that
Yeah,
confuses the message. So I'm
that
really
does
sorry.
happen. That does happen, Never Foggy. Don't give up. And the other thing is, I don't know how long ago this happened. Sometimes they're not ready to come out and talk. My mother, it took her 30 years to want to come talk to me. She had too much to do on the other side. So please don't give up the hope that you can talk or have more message from her. I also want to point out that Willow lost 2 children. And so my heart goes out to all of you who have lost anybody, but losing your children. Oh my goodness. That's just, well, yeah. Yeah, everybody feels really, really sad here. Yeah. Um, Willow says she gets the same energy, but not about her daughter, but from Never Foggy. So I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your mother took forever too. Yeah. Sometimes they're like, listen, I've done my work on this side. I'm going to take a break now. So, check in with me in a while because,
It's each day is different as well. You can try back again a different week and see if
right.
she's coming through a
Right.
little clearer.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Thanks for trying, Jean. That's the key. Eli Robichaud, should we keep working on the novel I've been trying to write, but it keeps getting delayed.
I'm going to use the pendulum on this one.
Okay. I just want to say
So,
that sometimes delays are meant to be. They're
right.
those. Yeah.
Should Eli pursue the novel? Should Eli pursue the novel at a later date? So I am getting a no for you to pursue, and I am getting a yes for a later date. Is it best for Eli to pick up the novel after December 31st, 2022? No. Is it in Eli's best interest to pick up the novel after December 31st, 2023? Yes. Is yes.
Okay.
So
Just a break then.
yeah,
Hmm.
trust your guidance. Trust that there's something that maybe needing to marinate, maybe something needs to occur for you to have a revelation to say, oh, now I understand, now I know what I'm supposed to write,
Yeah.
and not try and just force it. But seems like something else is going to happen or come up or open up for you, that
Yeah.
it'll start flowing for you.
I
um,
get the same thing, Eli. I get that you laid the groundwork. You've been a busy bee, and you've had the focus and the dedication for this particular. But I don't know. I get Cupid's arrow here. So I'm wondering if new love is coming into your life, or you're finding a different kind of love. For instance, you're finding a love of the ocean, or you're finding a love of playing tennis, or whatever it is. But I do get the Cupid's arrow, and that is sort of falling in love and or meeting somebody new, and maybe that somebody new will help you push your novel forward. But you do need to separate and cut out the writing it for right now. That's what I get to. And seek out a little more excitement. Maybe you've just been working too hard, and you know what happens when you put a Mentos in a Coke bottle? Kaboom, you know? Not that I have tried that, but I know it happens. So,
But
yeah,
listen to
that's
your
what I
own
think.
instincts. You knew that it was delaying right now, and you'll know
Mhm.
when it's time to start picking it back up again. And
I think so.
trust
Yeah.
that. Trust yourself.
Yep. Sometimes we will do a lot better if and as a writing teacher, that's what I tell my students. I say, write it down, then go play basketball or go get something to eat, and then come back to it and take a look at it again, because editing is important too. So you may have to go back and do some editing. So, all right, good luck, dear. All right, I'm going to go back now to some of the people that I had passed over. Lise, what is her psychic path? What do her guides say?
Hi, Lise. Okay, thanks. I'm hearing personal power and private practice. So your own personal in rituals, your own personal practice, your own personal development and connection to allow this to develop and flourish.
Mm-hmm.
And they're telling me that you are a starseed, that you have the energy, that you have the light inside of you, your divine light, that you do shine out to others. So you're an integral part of the whole system, and that your personal development, your personal growth is will be reflected on others around you. That's what I'm getting.
All right, so I get here. You have a gentle soul, and how beautiful is that? Um, so gentleness surrounds you. I got the raven, which is a message. It's a message coming. These little babies always bring us something. But what I really love is, and this is also a tarot card, but it's in my oracles, is the magician. That's what you are. You're the magician. So you hold the keys in your hands like the magician in the tarot card. The infinity sign is above your head. You don't even have to see because you have the gift of sight, and everything is in your hands. The wands are there. Everything's there for you. And look at the flower, to flower. So trust your gut, trust your instincts, and trust, that you are on the right path, because you are. Your guides are saying you're the magician. You can take all the tools and bring them down to um, honor other people. Yeah.
Good for you, Lise.
Yes. Thank you, Lise. Okay. Um, Anne Simpson wonders if we have a message from her dad, John.
He seemed like he seems. I'm picking up a male energy, and he seems to be sort of quiet and relaxed, and had a lot of quiet time towards the end of his life. He may have been a widower, and he just seems to be very contemplative and sort of has his easy chair that he sat in, and spent some time on his own, and he doesn't seem like he seems like he may not have had all of his faculties towards the end, and just very gentle soul. He I'm not sure why he's showing me this towards the end, but he's also showing me a little bit of thinning on top, like he had hair, but it was like a thinner hair. But John, what is the message for Anne that you would like to share? I believe that he's saying that you may have taken care of him, and have been gentle in your approach with him. That this was difficult for him to go through because of his manhood or his masculine identity, and you were very gentle with him and respectful, and always showed him the honor and respect that he needed, and he appreciates this.
Beautiful.
It was hard for him. He was always like a manly man, and when he fell ill and started to decline mentally, it was very hard for him to admit this and let other people see him, that he was aware of this on some level, and you treated him with the respect that he appreciated.
Hmm. Wow. So my Archangel Michael card for you is be honest with yourself. All your feelings, even the difficult ones, have a message. Accept the truth and let source take it from there. I think it's just your dad admonishing you to be honest with yourself about all things, including your comfort level with whatever it is you're dealing with. I have the winter card, but I find that interesting because it isn't winter in New Zealand. Now it's spring because it's fall here.
Right,
So
right.
I don't know if something happened in the winter or not, but I got the same thing you did, Jean, about silence. It says silence. And so, you had mentioned that her father is kind of a quiet, I think, quiet guy. I'm guessing that in your silence, you would be able to hear him more and he will speak to you and talk to you, or even in your dreams, because that's certainly a silent time of the day. But it could also be an affirmation of what Jean had said as well. So thank you. Thank you very much. I really like these micro cards. They're really nice.
Yes, you're doing
Yeah.
an excellent job, Allie. You are.
Oh, thank you. They're kind of fun. Thank you, Dave. You're a sweetheart. All right. Let's see. I'm going to go with Holly Turley next. Okay. Coming over to us from Facebook.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Holly, yes, you should be teaching, and yes, you should be teaching here. Come teach us. Metaphysics and hypnosis. Wow. I mean, you know, first thing, I mean, just, I guess this is just my opinion, but why would it have to be either or? Do it all.
Right.
Do it all.
Yeah.
Don't limit yourself.
Right. Yep.
Let me just see
Yep.
with the pendulum. For a
I know I could
homeschool.
use it, Holly. Absolutely.
If you, yeah, it's your calling, it's your gift, and I'm not sure that you have to choose. And yeah, so which
Or it
is
could be a metaphysics podcast, right?
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Metaphysics hypnosis. Is it in Holly's best interest to be teaching hypnosis? Is it in Holly's best interest to be doing a podcast? I'm getting a stronger pull to the podcast, but that leaves it open ended. And
Mhm.
maybe you can share the information there. I'm not
Absolutely.
getting the teaching the hypnosis as strong for you, but the podcast is definite. Look at that swing. for sure. And
Yeah.
yeah. And,
So I
you
get
know,
the crown. Yeah, I get the crown, success and victory. Yeah, yeah,
sorry, I was
definitely.
just going to say that is at this moment. So if you go with the
Mhm.
podcast first, there's nothing that says you can't switch over
That's
and
right.
do that later.
We'll grow from there. A lot of us have come here and then we've then eventually taught classes or something much later. So yeah, you got the crown. You have you got the saucer, which says, be careful, your secrets are not safe. But all that means is I wouldn't announce it yet. That's all. But look at, you need to be behind the camera, girl. So your podcast probably needs to be either on like Instagram or YouTube or TikTok or something. Yeah. Yep. That's what I get.
Yeah.
Definitely.
If she said she does the past life regression, I mean, I would share what the outcome was or some of the
Absolutely.
lessons. And this is you could be what
Yep.
your podcast is about.
That's right.
Oh
There's a
my
lot of
gosh.
interest in it, Holly, and we only just encourage you, honestly. Yep. I want to bring this up because Ann Simpson is validating some of the things that you said. I'll let you read it, Jean.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
Wow.
you found her dad. He was ready to be heard.
And he cherished his alone time. I
He
saw
did.
that and
Yes.
wow. And I saw that it's sort of that he was very masculine and that whatever happened to him was hard
Mhm.
for him to deal with, to see himself in that way. And he just thanks you for the grace that you showed him.
Absolutely.
It was nice.
Okay, Hypnicity wonders if we have any guides or ancestors that have anything to say to her today. Hello,
Okay.
Nalani. I hope you're doing well.
They're showing me tarot cards. I'm not sure if you're practicing with the tarot cards. They're saying that you can gain insight and information about yourself and get information from your guides through the tarot cards. They feel as though this is something that you are comfortable with and not intimidated by. And and this is, you're looking for day-to-day guidance. You're looking, and this day-to-day guidance will build your trust, build your confidence, build your ability to hear them when they talk to you. Every time when you get that message in the morning, you can feel the way it feels when you go or get aha, or and then as each day goes on, you'll be opening up that channel. You'll be opening up that communication with them.
Mm-hmm.
She's
Yeah.
learning tarot. See?
Good. Yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome, Nalani. I'm glad to hear that. Once you learn the tarot, you might also want to check the oracles. I just feel more comfortable with them, but everybody has their own way of learning about it. Let's see. I'm going to pull a Michael card for you today. Ooh, I got recognize the signs from above. Look at this. Beautiful. Feathers and butterflies. The angels are sending you messages, but you're too distracted to notice. Stay alert and be open to divine guidance. I know that you are working on this. We can all get distracted. Sometimes we aren't looking at the right time, but I feel really comfortable that you are doing your work and just recognize the signs. And that could even be from your card readings. So that's awesome. Oh, you're using a pendulum too. Well, good. Do I have a connection to the Hebrides Islands in Scotland? I don't know. I don't think so. Willow's asking me a question. My people are from Wales and England, though. So, but I don't know about the Hebrides. I've
Not
never
in this
seen,
lifetime anyway, right,
not in this
Allie?
lifetime, but yeah, could be from the last one. You never know. Yeah, absolutely. All right. Sherry Dombeck, message from old friend Wayne, who passed in the 80s.
Okay. Hi, Sherry. Thanks for your question. He said he's still he's hasn't missed out on watching his contemporaries, almost like if you were to be in the same grade or the same it's he hasn't missed out. He's watching over the friends, the group, the crowd, the community, that he's still a part of it, and he's still watching.
Mm-hmm.
He's watching with amazement. He said he has others with him from this generation, from his, I don't know if it was a group or a clique or a community or others with him, that he's not alone. It almost feels like he's showing me like being in the trenches. I'm not sure if that's literal or not, but he's just showing me that he's watching out for, watching over, and knows what's going on, and he feels as though that you guys are sort of soul family too. He feels the heart-to-heart connection that you're asking about him after all these years. There was a true connection that you made a difference in each other's lives, and that you touched each other's soul, and that this was not just in your imagination. It was for real, that you are in his soul family. We have thousands of members in our soul family. It's not just our nuclear family that we reincarnate with. It's a whole tribe that we reincarnate with. And he's just honoring you for reaching out to him and for remembering him after all these years.
Wow. So I started hearing Under Pressure by Queen and David Bowie. Doom, 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 doom. And then I pulled Theater Mask. So I don't know if he was a theater person, or if he was just a theatrical kind of guy. It could be that you may not be on stage, but you may be just crazy and fun. So I get that. He said he wants you to be vigilant, that he has rebuilt from the ashes. He may be back. I don't know. But he says, I want you to treat yourself, indulge in, have a cupcake, have the cake, do the sweet things in life. And I'm sending you lots of love, but, once in a while, eat the cake. I don't know if that makes any sense, but we don't always know what makes sense to somebody else. So thanks, Sherry. Thank you so much. All right, Earth Angel, any message from guides? I'm going to pull a card here for you. Jean, you might want to do the same if you feel so inclined. Yeah, we'll do some cards.
I have a new deck here that I want to practice.
Excellent.
Thank you, Allie.
Sure.
You're so generous. She's letting me in on her gig, on her card gig. You're the card queen.
I don't have any. What is it? I don't have any. Ooh.
Lucky you.
Ooh.
Lucky you, Earth Angel. So you have luck on your side. Believe it. Run with it.
Huh. Wow. Dave says he heard that song as well when I was. Okay, I get here for you to feel. You got to be honest with yourself too. Somebody else got this today. All your feelings, even the difficult ones, have a message for you. Accept your truth and let source take it from there. So yes, if you're feeling uncomfortable, we don't like those feelings, but they are messages for you. If you're feeling happy, if you're feeling abundant, those are all messages for you. And so take that and run with it, girl. It's wonderful. All right. Let's see. We have Viviani, message from Angel. So we're just going to pull a card for you then, Viviani. Juno will answer your question, and Arlene and Anastasia. And
I think
then,
this is very appropriate. It says you will get through this. So
whatever it is, Viviani, you got all of us right behind you. You know that. Yep. What have I got for you? Open up to your spiritual gifts. I think that's what you're doing. But remember that your true nature is spiritual, not physical. The angels are sending you messages to guide your soul's growth. Look at that.
ooh.
Birds all around you. I love the energy coming out of her hands. Look at that. So open up to your spiritual gifts, because you sure have them. And I know you're also a creative person. So that is part of your spiritual gifts. So thank you, dear.
Thanks, Viviani.
Juno would like a message from Archangel Michael, but we'll have Jean pull another card as well.
I have to get my glasses for this one. Oh, it's very beautiful. It says, go for it. You are supported.
Oh, that's great. Juno has lots of...
Can you read that? Or is it backwards?
Put it up a little higher.
Oh, sorry.
There we go. Yep. Before, yep. That's beautiful card.
You are supported. It's beautiful.
Okay. I think that, Juno, this is a message from Michael, but also from your animals that you love so much at home, your doggies. They're saying it's time to play. Look at, they got the dog on them. You're working too hard. You're worrying about everything. Seek out joyous experiences to bring balance to your life. Put the dogs in the car, go down to the park and throw the frisbee. I think they're asking you to do that. But if not, take time to play yourself always. That's an important thing. And I know that this work for us feels like play a lot of the time. So I do understand that. Yeah. All right. Arlene has a question. So I'm going to put the question up.
So she's just asking to find out a little bit more about her working at the resort for next season. What is the energy around Arlene working at the resort next season? Seem to come to a complete stop. What is the energy around Arlene working at the resort the season after next season? Now that I'm getting a definite yes, but what would next season be? Perhaps maybe I can. Is that the summer of 23? What is, because I just want to be precise. It's very important to ask the pendulum specific questions. So what is the energy around Arlene's working at the resort of summer of 23? So that's getting a yes. So if it's summer, with me saying next season, the next season is winter. So maybe it was just confused. That's why it stopped. But I'm getting a yes for the summer of 23. So I'm just going out on a limb and thinking perhaps this may be the season you're referring to. And the pendulum is pulling away at my finger. It's going so hard. So good. That's a definite yes.
Okay, so the what's going on right now around you, Arlene, is that your boundaries are not they're being tested. You need to stand your ground more. I don't know what's going on there, but that's what I'm getting. Set your boundaries, because there is third-party interference going on as well. And so I don't know. It says others interfering in your business. Don't let in. This is why the boundaries are so important. And your self-image. Improve your own self-image, which you should always know. You are a fabulous person. You're a great spiritual person. A lot of people get very jealous of others that emanate that beautiful glow like you have. So don't allow that to happen. keep your self-image up. Know that if that person's trying to sabotage you in any way, that's not going to, don't let that happen. Yeah. Yeah. Just keep you're aware of what's going on. That's what's really important.
All the best to you, Arlene.
Mhm. Willow just wrote this. She would love to ask a question about her new career that's just starting at 82 years old.
Good
So
for
what
her.
we'll do is we'll just bring in whatever energy we get, Willow, here, because we're running out of time. Um, I'm guessing it's and I may not be it might be you're doing past life readings or you're doing psychic work, but you also have a channel here. So do,
Hmm.
do
I'm getting healing. My hands just turned on. My hands are tingling, so it may be healing work. And
uh-huh.
if any of this, tarot reading, healing work, distance energy healing, hypnosis, whatever this is for you, Willow, it's coming through you, and we all as providers. The blessings from the other side and the messages that we bring through touch our heart in order for it to come through you. So we are blessed as you are, as we give
Yeah.
these messages. So whatever you do in the interest of helping others will also help you, Willow. That's what I'm getting.
Yeah. So I pulled three cards. I've had this deck a while. I have not pulled these three cards, Willow. The first one is that you give great spiritual guidance and you listen to spirit and you follow through and give the great guidance that people need. And that the world is your oyster. Look at this. You're standing at the bottom and the whole world is in front of you. And that is YouTube for sure. That's your way to get some of your message out. Keep going with that. And look at this one, crystal vision. Crystal vision. Uh, there's an eye there. Your third eye is open. They've been waiting for you. They've been waiting a long time for you, and it's never too late, and you're never too old, and we wish you well. Absolutely.
Absolutely. You're never
She's
too
in
old.
32 groups. Oh my goodness.
We
32
need
groups.
we need you. They need all
Uh-huh.
of us. They need all of us. So
Wow.
yeah.
Yes,
Hmm.
absolutely. You're lifting the planet, you're lifting the vibration, and oh, wow. That's wonderful. Yeah. Thank you very much for being here and doing the work. We appreciate you. Last reading for today was Anastasia. Just a reading on future, if possible. Um, I don't know what area of future. Let's just see what comes through.
I'm getting fences. I'm getting fields. I'm getting like cattle. And let me see what this means. There, I believe that this is a metaphor, and they're saying to graze, that you don't have to know what you're going to be for the rest of your life at this very moment, that it's important to graze, to try a little bit of this and try a little bit of that, and develop your character, so to speak, as you go along. That each thing is there in your path to teach you a new lesson, a new perspective, and to allow this growth to happen. It's important. What do they say? Not to when we start kindergarten, we don't want to expect to graduate college the next day. It's
Right.
important to be patient. You feel as though there's something big coming. You feel as though there's an importance. There's a reason for for why you're here, and that is true. There is a definite important reason why you are here, and it's but they want you to go through the steps and to take it gradually and to build the character, uh, yeah, that will serve you.
Oh, All right. So I got here finances. Looks like you're going to start be more career focused and working on your work life, which is kind of the same thing as what Jean's saying. Try this, try that, and graze on what you want to do. It looks like whatever you decide, you'll be successful at it. And maybe you'll enjoy it. Maybe that will bring you more success. So think about that. And I get the Lion, which is all about personal power and leadership. You have the strength and the courage of the Lion, then you can get through what you need to get through to get where you want to go. So that's what I get for you, Anastasia. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Wow.
All the best to you. Yeah. And trust that feeling. Trust that feeling.
Absolutely.
And it is, I feel your anxiousness, like you want it to be revealed, but they're just asking you to take one step at a time and be patient. Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Yeah. Well, we've had quite the day. It's wonderful. Thanks to everybody for your comments, your staying with us here, and allowing those who have not had readings before so that you jump the line. We appreciate you. Hello, Pierrette. I didn't see you here. Yeah. Yeah. So I wish you all well, and we'll see you next Sunday at the same time. And I hope everybody has a great week. Thanks to my moderators. Thank you so much. And all my new subscribers, welcome. We're glad you're with us.
Yes,
take care now.
Thank you.
Thanks,
everybody.
And thank you, Jean.
Sally.
Thank you,
You're
Jean.
welcome.
Love you. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye-bye.